Carolina, home to the Tigers since 1945. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Pit lined up, ready for the opening kickoff as we get things underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. So Clemson's offense will get the first possession of the game. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on, that can beat guys over the middle of the field, that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
Trying to find his man on first down. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Wants to throw on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. Turns it on at midfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game. And they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The give to the tailback. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Pitt will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll give it to the back. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. Might as well give it to him again. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Pitt will have to boot this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looking for a block. It's Smith. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the back. And he'll be smacked to the ground. 3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
The throw. He finds his man. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Clemson is quick to the line. He wants to throw. It's complete. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
This offense has a second down play. Now the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know the offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Hand off from the shotgun. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
The give to the back. Makes a man miss. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
He makes a catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that's good enough for a first down.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Back open in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll leave it with him. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll throw on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Well, the upside is you can get a first down. The downside is you can blow the game going for it inside your own 30. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he wants it all. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's 4th and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Running back goes in motion. On 2nd down, he'll fire. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Pitt. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive in that.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side.
That's a great job by the DB, playing the ball in the air. You see it all the time. DBs kind of get turned around. The wide receiver goes up and makes a catch. No, sir. DB, great position, knocks the ball down for an incompletion.
Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. The expressway is wide open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Tulane delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in New Orleans. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the American. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. And he gets down on the slide, and that's not the only thing down. There's a penalty marker on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Line gets set, 1st down. Handoff to the single running back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Clemson jumps to the line. Running back searching for a hole. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Leaves it with the back. Looks as if Clemson will have the first down.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first down. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are so hard to defend.
Offense in the hurry up. He wants to throw here on second down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Got it in stride inside the 20. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pulled down after picking up 5 to the 6-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score. And Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just...
Ball in the air. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Tiger. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. He'll bring it back. It's Smith working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Looking to pass on second down. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Clemson trying to put its paws on a productive red zone trip. On second down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And the returner will be brought down. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And that's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Panthers! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Throws for the tight end. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Give to the running back. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Game 2 brings up second down.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you've got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is...
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They're getting this guy lathered up. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clemson is quick to the line.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now, what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Low man wins, and he just smashed him.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the ground with the back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Touchdown, Clemson! And the pummeling has started.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. This time they'll go to the running game. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
On second down, they'll take to the air. And the pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Ohio took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week, and the end result was a focused group of Bobcats that fired on all cylinders. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers!
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Here comes the offense on first down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, Dave.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. First down here for the offense. They'll run it from the gun.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He now has 106 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
But when you get down here inside the red zone, you got to be able to run the football. And it's one thing to do it conventionally, but I like the idea of mixing it up and trying to go jet sweep.
Goes to the option. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. 4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. The inside handoff. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your...
He lobs one high down the left side. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing? 1st down here for the offense. Power football with the run. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The jet sweep pass. Can anyone catch it?
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Quick pass on the fly motion.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he will not score, and the defense denies him at least for now. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
2nd down coming up. They go to the draw. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They'll run this play from the pistol. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. They need 3 yards on second down to move the chains from the 25. They go to the ground. Fighting to get it out of the end zone, and I don't think he made it. He did not. It's a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. On the return, it's Wells.
Return is brought down at the 33.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll try to pound their way in.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to pound it in.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
He slides, but it's too early. Didn't make it to the marker. It is not a first down. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking to go up top on first down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And Man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He gets a block. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Just complete